Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I don't know what the weather is doing in your corner of the world, but we have been at 95 and 3 days later we've been at 52. So needless to say, I've been like, oh, time to start building up my fall wardrobe. And I have to tell you, I have been like obsessively stalking the Walmart app to see what free assembly rolls out for their fall edit. And it has been spectacular. Now for me, as you guys know, I've been flipping synthetics out of my closet, so my concentration is always on natural fibers, primarily 100% cotton. And if you're not familiar with free assembly from Walmart, they have been rolling out not only 100% cotton clothing, but organic cotton clothing. It is insane, especially for the price points. So the first thing I grabbed was this fall jacket here. I saw this and fell in love, mainly because of the color. This shade of brown, this like warm chestnut tone, is trending like crazy. I'm seeing it popping up everywhere. And of course the corduroy, it's like so quintessential for the fall season. Love the fact that they went with the deeper, wider pockets as well. And then nothing crazy going on in the back, just like a beautiful classic design. I have to tell you, this jacket definitely runs big. I sized down to an extra small and there's still plenty of room. So the next three items I'm going to show you are basically the same sweatshirt, just in different tones. Now, when I say sweatshirt, I'm not talking about anything that's like bulky or heavy or stiff. This is far more lightweight, but still manages to be very, very cozy. I sized down to an extra small because, again, I feel like the free assembly sizes tend to run a little big. It has this sweet little slight puff to the sleeve, which you guys know I love. And I also love the fact that you get a nice little bit of volume on the sleeve, and they do cuff it at the end. This feels so comfortable on. It's very, very soft. And again, for the price, it's like, oh my gosh, this is the perfect top to wear on a fall day when you don't really want a sweater. Obviously, you need something more than a t-shirt. This is such a great compromise. And like I said, because I know what colors I tend to stick to in the fall season, grabbed another shade in this sweatshirt. This they called ivory, but I have to tell you, in person, it definitely skews with a very pronounced pale yellow undertone. And then the last version of this sweatshirt that I got was just a classic black, because I wore black a lot last year during the colder months. This is the type of top you will just wear on repeat. And again, for the price, like, you literally cannot beat it. I, for about a year, have been eyeing mini skirts, especially for the fall season, because I think they look so spectacular with a great pair of knee-high boots, booties, or even over-the-knee boots. So when I saw this black denim version, had to grab it. Now, I am going to warn you, this girl is very short. Like, I know mini skirts obviously are meant to be short, but this is extremely short. In fact, when I put it on, I was like, oh my gosh, there's about 1.5 inches between me and my buns showing. It is really comfortable on. The denim just feels like it has been broken into perfection. There's a tiny amount of spandex to give it the perfect amount of stretch. It doesn't stretch out too much. It just kind of hugs the body in a really flattering way. The buttons that go all the way down the length of the front are functional. It does not have front pockets. It does have functional back pockets, but just a really, really pretty on-trend piece that's still just like so timeless. It will never go out of style. So the next skirt I snagged was a midi length, which just tends to be more my speed. The buttons are functional. Now it does have this horizontal stitching going across the third button, so it creates a dropped waist look. It is pretty subtle. It's not very pronounced, so keep that in mind. This does not have pockets, but it has just like this beautiful hand feel to it. What Free Assembly does really well is their cotton clothing always feels like it's been broken into perfection. It never feels stiff. It never feels rough. Everything just moves with your body. And then it does have the elasticized waistband that they kept contained to the back. You guys know that's my favorite because I love like a classic waist in the front. I just think it's a cleaner look. This has a beautiful fit to it. I did go with my normal size small. It is just really, really beautiful on. The next two pieces I'm going to show you aren't very exciting, but surprisingly were completely lacking in my closet, which is just a basic long sleeve cotton top to layer or to wear on its own. I got this in black and also white, which I'll show you in a second. It has this very thin ribbing that runs vertically. And again, like it's nothing crazy. There's nothing spectacular about this top, but for the fact that it manages to be so cozy on while also being thin enough that you can layer it comfortably. I don't know how they did that, but it's probably one of the best knit cotton long sleeve t-shirts I've ever tried on in my life. Absolutely love this basic, and as I said, I did grab it in the white as well. I will say this, the white is kind of see-through, but not to the point of it being obnoxious. Just keep that in mind that it is not absolutely totally opaque. You might have a little bit of peeking going on when you wear this one. Okay, so next up is a pair of wide leg cropped jeans, which again seem to be an ongoing trend season by season. I love me a style like this. Plus this warm tone brown color. Walmart just nailed it for the fall season. It is perfect. These are primarily cotton with a touch of spandex, so you get that perfect fit. It is a high rise. You do have a zip fly and functional front pockets, and like I said, that beautiful wide leg. This is a great length if you want to show off a fantastic pair of booties, and then you do have the functional pockets in the back as well. What I love about jeans like these is that you can throw them on with basically any of the tops I'm showing you and look absolutely amazing. And then next up, another knit top, which again is something that is strangely lacking in my closet for the fall season. Like every fall and spring, I look at my wardrobe and I'm like, what are you wearing in the fall and the spring? There's like nothing in there. So I wanted to grab just a classic striped cotton top. Now I will say, while this feels very comfortable on, it's lighter weight but not paper thin. The one thing that drives me bonkers, and let me know in the comments below if you're the same, whenever you have a striped top and they add a front pocket, why do they make the stripes just slightly not in line with each other, like just enough to drive you crazy when you look in the mirror? But otherwise, I love this style, mainly for the design elements. Love that crew neck. Love the fact that they went with a thicker cuff on the sleeve. What can you not wear it with? So it's a great piece to add to your wardrobe. before that 100% cotton sweaters can be so hard to find, especially at a reasonable price point. So when Free Assembly started rolling them out for the fall season, I wanted to get my hands on one to kind of get a feel for the sizing and also just the quality, and again, was not disappointed. So grabbed this one in an extra small because I like my sweaters to be a little more fitted. Otherwise, I would say this is definitely true to size, but I mean, this is one of those classic neutrals. Love the texture that comes by way of that wider stitch. So this is a style that reminds me of something you could easily wear with like a great pair of shorts on a cool summer night. So you have that versatility factor, which is fantastic. And then they also went with that detailed ribbing along the crew neck that continues along the wider hem at the bottom and also the cuff of the sleeve. But just like a great staple piece, again, at the price, you cannot go wrong. Okay guys, and last but not least, a bodysuit. The bodysuit is coming back with a vengeance. It has been doing so from the spring season to the summer season and now into fall. And I have to tell you, I think this shade of green is so gorgeous. This has a very low scoop neck, so keep that in mind. If you tend to like modest clothing, this might not be the one for you. It does run true to size. I got a small, and while it does have the snap closure right in the crotch area, what I love is that they went with a thong in the back. Like, thank you, Free Assembly. Because I gotta tell you, when bodysuits go with like the full bottom, you cannot wear that with like a tighter pair of jeans or even like a more form-fitting skirt because you're gonna get the visible panty line, and who wants that? It is really, really beautiful on. Okay guys, so that'll do it for the first fall edit from Free Assembly, and I cannot wait to hear from you guys in the comments down below. If you have checked out this line from Walmart in the past, what are you thinking about it? Because again, it is one of those lines that continuously just keeps getting better and better. Their spring stuff was amazing, the summer stuff was amazing, and the fall collection thus far has been superb. But in any event, thank you guys so much for spending your time with me today. I hope you're having a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!